Hello. Today we visit r/AskReddit to see what fast food place is grossly overrated. Make sure to comment your favorite food restaurant down below. With that, sit back and enjoy. Panera Bread, and I don't think it's close at all. They charge $10.19 plus tax for a mac and cheese. It's good, but I know how to make my own. Panera was good. I worked right by a Panera, and it was a treat to go there for lunch a few times a month. I remember getting their sandwiches, like early 2010s, and those things were great. Bacon turkey bravo was my jam. Cheddar broccoli soup was bomb. Then, something happened around 2017-2018. They started skimping, quality took a dive, service went to shit. The Subway on the other side of the plaza was actually better quality and value. Stopping going. Recently I went back, and got a sandwich, and it was total garbage. Honestly, a joke of a sandwich. I also got a bagel for later, and that was trash too. Even the cream cheese was shit. Walmart has better bagels by the dozen. Then, something happened around 2017-2018. Jab Holding Company acquired the company on July 11, 2017, for $7.5 billion. All you need to know. There's a common theme of food companies being acquired, and the new management forcing the use of cheaper ingredients that turn the food into utter crap. Gotta get those profits up. KFC. You see it on TV and are like, "Duck, I haven't had KFC in ages." You order it, it takes an age to make, and you eat it. The feeling afterwards of self-loathing and disgust is the reason you haven't had KFC in ages. Trying Popeyes for the first time about a month ago made me absolutely certain that I'll never go to KFC again. I used to like Popeyes, but in recent years, it began to taste like sad chicken. There's a bit of an odor to the meat that the Louisiana flavoring can almost cover up. KFC is undoubtedly worse. KFC is allegedly awesome everywhere except the USA. I can partially confirm this, having had some in 2 Asian countries. I'm living in the UK now for work, and the KFC is just as bad here as in the States, if not worse. I see it thinking, they look busy, chicken must be fresh this time. Then it takes 40 minutes for the first car to move. Former KFC shift supervisor. All KFCs are understaffed to comical amounts, and horrendously expensive. They are the only fast food place I've ever seen or worked at, other than sandwich shops, where the cashier is expected to make the food as it's ordered. Because you know that's a system that isn't going to break at the massive amount of 2 customers. They are understocked with equipment too. I multiple times had to buy dish soap or tongs with my own money for the shop. They are also paid less than many other fast food places, and usually do more work. Bottom line, KFC is a lotus eater machine that deserves every bad piece of press it gets. Five Guys is okay for 3 times what it should cost. Thank you. I don't think Five Guys is bad, but it easily costs 2-3 times more than other places, for an okay burger. The burgers and especially the fries are really damn good compared to other fast food chains, but yeah, especially with the recent inflation, their prices are so ducking ridiculous. They're more expensive than many legitimate restaurants. Agreed, the food is good, but $20 for a burger, fries and a soda is expensive when you can get you a better burger meal at a local restaurant where I am. Tim Hortons. It's an absolute travesty that they've literally advertised their way into Canadian identity while cutting costs in every way possible. Their coffee is at the absolute bottom of the barrel, and I genuinely can't think of a major chain that serves worse food. It's awful. Nothing is made in-house, and simple basics, like toasting bagels, something that's been an issue for 15 years, remains unaddressed. They're still somehow always cold and burnt. Not to even touch on their abuse of temporary foreign workers, abysmal pay, and awful work culture. Easiest boycott you'll ever make. As an old-timer, I can say there was a time donuts were freshly made at every store. The Sammys used to come on bagel bread and were way better, like the ham one was top-notch back then, lol. It's a publicly run company now, so almost every change they make lowers the quality. I'm an American, and that's how it went with Dunkin' Donuts. Everything used to be made in-house, but like so many places, they got bought up by equity firms who started finding every way to cut costs and increase returns for shareholders. The donuts and coffee you get today are a far cry from what they served 20-30 years ago. When I was in elementary school, circa 1977, they'd take us on field trips to the local Dunkin' Donuts so we could see the donuts made. When you are 7, a giant floor mixer is pretty cool. Can't believe it's not on the list yet, but Subway. Bland cold cuts on cardboard bread. My guilty pleasure is Subway. Something so delicious and comforting about the Oscar Mayer-esque cold cuts. I honestly feel like we've gone a bit too much in the opposite direction with Subway. I know it used to be much, much better. But if you look at other fast food options available right now, it's really not too bad, or expensive, and you can add whatever you want to it. IDK, I have basic tastes, but I really like their turkey, or their egg sandwiches. I know their bread is basically cake, but I get the multigrain and take half of it off, and it's worth the sugar and calories anyway. I ask for almost every vegetable they have, and it's honestly a pretty good serving. It's just a simple way to get a halfway healthy, decent meal when you're like at work and on a lunch break and only have 25 minutes. Especially because they're everywhere. I would definitely never be like sitting at home and wondering what I want for dinner and go to Duck and Subway, though. It's just really convenient. It isn't as appallingly gross as people make it out to be. I don't hate Subway, I just think that literally every other sub place is better. So, I never end up going. I scrolled through most of this thread. My go-to is always Wendy's. Glad to see they've not been mentioned. Most hate for Wendy's is against the massive rebranding campaign they've embarked on over the last 20 years. Lots of Gen Zers and millennials pining for the days of yellow Wendy's. Holy shit, I didn't even realize there was a rebranding. That brought me back to my childhood when my family went there, usually while at the mall, and grabbed Frosties and fries as a snack. The yellow packaging makes it feel way more enticing to me. Starbucks. Their percolator coffee tastes like cigarette butts with way too much caffeine in it. The food is okay, but costs 3 times more than it should. Starbucks is just bougie McDonald's. As a former coffee drinker who had the whole home routine, Starbucks over-roast their coffee so it is bitter and you have to add all those shots of flavors just to make it drinkable, because why sell a $1 cup of coffee when you can sell a $15 cup of coffee? I never put 2 and 2 together and realized that's why they make their coffee taste bitter. You're so right. I always say that Starbucks addicts aren't coffee or caffeine addicts, they're sugar addicts. Golden Corral. The food is mediocre, and buffets are disgusting in general. No one's rating Golden Corral highly. Like at all. Y'all just naming shit restaurants at this point. I've never met anyone that's willingly gone to Golden Corral LMAO. Oh, I have. I'll still go. There's a strategy to it. You have to pick and choose your route. Meat and potatoes? Taco bar? Or are you feeling experimental? Whatever the plan, don't mix it up. Too many variables. The less variety you get, the less chance of getting sick. Make sure what you choose passes the eye and smell test. Trust your senses. I know, you really want to try the baked scrod, but it just doesn't look right. Avoid. Even if you don't get food poisoning, all those shitty foods, topped with pudding and ice cream, will wreck your guts. Edit since you are reading this. I have a buddy who is an EMT, freaking superhero of a dude, a lifesaver. Type of dude that rips you out of your mangled car, stuffs your guts back in, and will pump the life back into you. He told me that by far when he gets a call for food poisoning, 9 out of 10 times, they blame or are leaving Golden Corral. He says it's never actual food poisoning. They just ate too much. Burger King. It sucks balls. It smells disgusting, and they have stupid colors. I like BK sometimes, but you won me over with, and they have stupid colors. Like I always say, it doesn't have to be a good reason, just my reason. Unpopular opinion here, if you show up at a Burger King right after they've cooked the patties, and if you happen to get good, fresh, ripe veggies, it can happen. A Whopper can actually be great. Not everyone loves the taste that their flame broiling process produces, but if you do, it's the only national burger chain that delivers a non-fried burger experience, and it can be quite good. Most of the time you get something that tastes like the love child of last week's leftovers and yesterday's socks. But when all the stars align, BK can deliver a very competitive burger. Correct answer is, all of them. The prices have gone up so much it's not worth it. The fast food empire is built upon being cheap and fast. They really are not either these days. Agreed. My wife and I were traveling over the holiday and got Wendy's off the highway and spent exactly the same amount that we would have paid at either a sit-down or a local fast casual with much better food. I came here to say Wendy's is doing fantastic compared to most. The price to amount of food you get there is crazy good. Just don't order something stupid like a combo meal. They have the 4 for $4 or the $5 biggie bag. Besides limited time coupons, easily the best deal in fast food right now. And at least over the last year, they make the best burgers. McDoubles used to be my go-to, but 80% of the time they're cold and stale tasting. In my town, McDonald's is so goddamn expensive it's only $1 or $2 more for a comparable burger plus fries plus drink from Five Guys, Shake Shack, or Bear Burger. So there's no reason to ever go to McDonald's. Taco Bell. I remember 10 years ago I could pick up regular soft tacos for under $1 each. Now they're $2.79. And in a supreme move of stupidity, 3 soft tacos is more expensive than 3 soft tacos. No, not talking about the drink combo, just tacos. Last time I was at Taco Bell I got 3 things and a drink and the lady talkin' bout, that'll be $17.69. Shit. Better question would be underrated. Most fast food is crap. Culver's is legit. I went into this thread thinking, whomever says Culver's is overrated I'm about to fight. And then of course no one says that, and Culver's is only mentioned in a positive light. Don't nobody speak on Waffle House. I'm currently eating there. And it's glorious. So basically this thread includes comments naming virtually every fast food place as grossly overrated, and I would agree that yes. Most, if not all fast food is gross, yet, oddly delicious at times. Places like In-N-Out or Chick-fil-A are grossly overrated in that there will never be a time it's worth waiting in a line that wraps out into the street and around the block for an admittedly good burger and or decent chicken sandwich. That people willingly put themselves through that kind of insane line, wait, is a testament to their grossly overratedness. Edit. Okay, so Chick-fil-A lines apparently move fast. Noted. Lol. Edit number 2. Yes, going inside is generally faster than a drive-through. Yet there are times it's legitimately tough to see where to even try and park to go inside when these places are absolutely slammed. This is in Los Angeles, for reference. Thank you for watching all the way until the end, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment your favorite fast food restaurant. Click the video above if you want to continue to watch my content. Until next time.